Toastmaster of the day. See, okay, he's there. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
And a very hearty welcome to all of you. This evening, I'm here to talk about a few instances and my perception towards making a difference. Making a difference in a noble way in one's life. Let me first ask, how many of us here do feel that we are already making a difference? You are? Great, that's a good count. Alright, yes, you are right that we are making a difference already by being a part of Toastmasters. Because here, we are not only enhancing and polishing our communication and leadership skills, but we are also supporting our fellow Toastmasters to enhance their skills as well. Also, we are welcoming guests and helping them become better Toastmasters. But, as once rightly said by Dalai Lama, great love and great achievements involve great risk. My point here is, why should we limit ourselves with something good when we can aim for something great, or rather the greatest, or maybe the most noble? When I say the word noble, it reminds me of the greatest legend of the era. Any guesses? Yeah, I'm talking about Alfred Bernard Nobel, a young Swedish genius who invented dynamite and also had around 350 different patents. But even he was condemned for inventing dynamite. The result, he had thought about keeping aside a share of his wealth towards honoring people who excel in various fields. Do you think it is a thought of panache? And there are a lot of people who also think that just by me being different, or me being considerate, or me being very social, or being very humble, it's not going to really make any difference. But let me share a fact here. Whenever, whatever, wherever, and however anything starts, it has to start on account of one. That's why they always say, there's a first time for everything. That reminds me of a tiny little story which I heard once from one of the doctors. There was a grandfather and a grandson who were walking by along a seaside, and the shore was filled with thousands of starfish that came along with the flow of the tide, and they were fighting for life. Looking at them, the grandson started picking each one of the starfish, and he started throwing them back into the sea. The grandfather looked at the grandson, and he was asking, "Why are you doing this? There are so many thousands of them here, and what difference is it going to make?" Then the grandson politely replied, saying, "It might not make a difference for all the fish here, but for the one in my hand, it is certainly going to make a big difference." And then he put them back into the sea. So with that, my dear fellow Toastmasters, what I am trying to convey is, we hear a lot about noble gestures. Just about, for example, in the last meeting, our fellow Toastmaster President Satish suggested about donating blood. And in our previous sessions, we are also heard Monica say about donating eyes. Rodel spoke about thinking about 4 questions before we welcome any change. Why should we be contented in just getting inspired? Why can't we go ahead and start implementing it, taking it as a commitment, and make that noble difference for that needy starfish which are living around in our world? With that, I would also want to suggest one another such opportunity. It is called Operation Hope. It is there in Kuwait, right here, where the used clothes will be collected from you and they will be distributed among the needy. And if they feel that the clothes are good enough, they would sell them, and the money that they collect from that will be given to all the embassies, and so that they can help the ticketless people to have the tickets and go back home. So I feel that's a kind gesture as well. Thank you.